All right, so we're going to be talking about dividing whole numbers by fractions using models. So I'm going to uh, talk about that using two different types of models. So bar, um, these kind of strip diagrams here, as well as fraction disks. So the first thing that you'll do is you'll watch this video. I'm not going to show it right now because I think the video would be too long. But go into your notes and look at this and watch that video. It kind of explains step by step how you would be dividing whole numbers by fractions. Let's go here though. So let's say I had 2 divided by 1/3. What can what we can say this is asking is what is 2 divided into groups of 1/3? So how many groups of 1/3 are in 2 wholes? So I have 2 wholes, 1 whole, 2 wholes, and I have cut them into thirds. How many groups of 1/3 are there? Well, this 1 whole has 1, 2, 3. So 3 groups of 1/3. So there's a group of 1/3, there's a group of 1/3, there's a group of 1/3. Okay? And right here, so there's a group of 1/3, there's a group of 1/3, and there's a group of 1/3. So how many groups of 1/3 are in 2 wholes? That is 2 divided by 1/3. We have 6 groups of 1/3. So therefore 2 divided by 1/3 equals 6. 3 groups and 3 groups, 6 groups of 1/3. Okay, we can say this is asking, this question right here, 4 divided by 1/8. We can say this is asking what is 4 divided into groups of 1/8. So how many groups of 1/8 are in 4 wholes? Well, here's a whole, it's cut into eighths. So there's a group of 1/8, there's a group, 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 there's a group. So there are 8 groups of 1/8 in 1 whole, right? So let's keep going. How many groups of 1/8 are in 4 wholes? So there's 8 groups of 1/8, 8 groups of 1/8, 8 groups, 8 groups. You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 groups, 8 groups, 8 groups, and 8 groups. So 8 plus 8, 16. And these two would be 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So therefore, 32 groups. There are 32 groups of 1/8 in 4 wholes. And therefore, 4 divided into groups of 1/8 is going to get you 32 groups. Now, it may sound counterintuitive. It may sound, not counterintuitive, it may sound just different from what you're used to. It may sound like, you're used to thinking, okay, a number divided by another number usually gets you a smaller number than what you began with. Well, here, the groups are not whole numbers, right? We're not putting them into groups of 2 or groups of 3. Instead, we're putting them in groups of less than a whole number. So it makes sense then if you're having less than a whole number in a group, then you're going to have more groups per whole number because of that. So it may sound different, but when you think about it as the phrase in this kind of phraseology, how many groups of your divisor are there in your dividend, right? So here, how many groups of 1/8 are there in 4 wholes? Well, there's going to be more groups than there are wholes because in each whole there's going to be more groups than the whole itself. So maybe that helps clarify a few things, but I think this is helpful using this kind of phraseology of what is your dividend divided by the divisor. That is, what is 2 here in this situation? 2 divided into groups of 1/3. So you're thinking, how much is in each group? Well, here it's a third in each group. And then you're thinking how many groups there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here, how many groups of 1/8 were in 4? Well, it's 8, 8, 8, 8. That's 32 groups of 1/8 in 4 wholes. All right.